It took forever to get here, but it's Showstoppers, and it's in a different ballroom, and the food smells so good, but I'm here for the product, and the food too. Okay, here we are. The Damon Hyperfighter Colossus. It's an electric motorcycle with a 200-mile range. Oh my God, it looks so amazing. I only can see the video of it. I gotta go now to the North Hall so I can see it in person. Damn them and their tease of this motorcycle. It looks really awesome. And how much is it again? $35,000? It's really reasonable if you want a sport motorcycle that you just plug in. Apparently it's got like 360 cameras and all these safety features, and it can be like a really cool motorcycle or commuter motorcycle at the same time. I'm excited. I'm at the Abbott booth, and we all know Abbott because we're doing this stuff, but I'm like, what else do you want to show off? And he showed me this implantable little thing. There you go. There we go. Thing. And there's nothing in it. It's just permanent inside your body, and there's no battery in or anything. It's a microelectrical mechanical system. So basically, once this is implanted in you, you land an antenna, and it reads through you basically afterwards. But this is cool, and it's passive and just sits there waiting to be read. And that's the kind of things you're doing at Abbott. And that's the best I can do. I just wanted to say that last phrase, which was fed to me, as you'll see by the cut. And thanks for trying to keep us all safe. So I'm at the RoboForm password manager booth. And it's like, okay, so why do I want to use your product instead of, your competitor? And they're like, because we're friendlier. And I don't mean just friendlier, they've got a better user interface. And they actually brought up, as they were going through their comments, somebody was like, I've been using you for 10 years, and they've been in business for 20 years. So I've used a bunch of different password managers, but I've heard about this now, and I'm gonna check them out. Maybe you should too. I'm at the Vasco booth, and this is the Vasco Translator. It's got up to 70 different languages inside, and it's really cool. I've selected English to French. I walk up to it, and I go, hey everybody, my name is Jared.
Salut mon pote, je m'appelle Jared.
And hopefully you heard that. Anyway, it has built-in internet, and the internet is lifetime for free when you purchase a device. It's really, really small. It's very convenient, really, really fast, and it's under $300. And it's from Vasco Electronics, and it's called the Vasco Translator. Looks pretty cool. I'm at the Iris booth. They're a Canon company, and they have this Iris ScanDesk. Put it down like this, and by the way, it folds. Look at this. It folds. That's literally the entire document camera. And it's a document camera, and it's got a footprint of 11 by 18. It does 1200 DPI. There's actually, look, there's lights. There's lights in it. This is really meant to be something quick and easy and efficient that you can use over and over again when you're trying to do things. Are you gonna do like, your archival family albums? No! But are you gonna do books and receipts and maps and quick notes? Absolutely. And something like this is very exciting. And this one's got autofocus on it too, which is really nice because you're gonna have variable heights if you're putting things down and books and things. Pretty cool. Damn it, he just told me it also does live feed. Oh my God, that's awesome. So I'm at the Boogie Board booth, and I gotta love Boogie Board because I'm from Cleveland and they're from Kent. Anyway, so you all know Boogie Boards. I don't have to explain to you Boogie Boards. You write, you erase. But if you've ever heard of Boogie Board, you know that it's easy to hit the button and erase it, but not anymore because with the Boogie Board Versa, look at this. You come over here and you draw, but the eraser is you turn this around and you go like this, and that erases it. The safety protection. That's the first product they showed me. The second product they showed me, which I thought was even more amazing, is these things called Versa Notes. You see it's all flexible, and I come over here and I do this, and it's the same sort of basic technology, but look, they're in the corner, take the back of the pen, and bam, it erases. This is really, really cool stuff. I love Boogie Board, always have. They're all over my house. They're really cool. What do I gotta tell you? They're Boogie Board. So you have a phone, you have an Android phone, and your Android phone is much, much better than any Chromebook that's out there because it's a really good phone, but it's not very big. So the people over at Nex have 3 products that turn your phone either into a laptop, a tablet, or a full-size computer. So this is called the Nex Dock, and so it takes your phone and it adds a keyboard and a screen to it, and now it's a laptop. Or you do it over here, and now it's a tablet, or you do it over here, and now it's a full-size computer. $249, $369, $449. That's pretty good, especially since your phone is already set up the way you want to be set up. Your phone's already powerful, and you already have it with you. So bam, phone into computer, back into phone again. And it's from Nex, N-E-X. I'm at VirilityMedical, and this is the vPatch. So if you're the type of person, or you know somebody who prematurely does the deed, this will stop it, slow you down. You place it, it's like a little TENS patch, you place it on that magical spot between your scrotum and your, the taint, that's where you place it. You press the button, the battery lasts for 15 minutes, and hopefully in that 15 minutes, you don't do the deed right away, but hopefully you don't need more than 15 minutes to do the deed anyway. It's actually pretty cool. We should not be embarrassed by sexual wellness devices. We should normalize them. Some people do the deed quickly, and the partners wishes it lasted longer. A device like this allows that to happen. Nothing wrong with it. What's wrong with it is to stigmatize people who have medical conditions that can be solved with a simple little $15 disposable device from VirilityMedical. Actually, they're pretty cool people. No, I don't want a free sample. So I'm at the Steambox booth. I'm really excited to see this. This is a portable, well, you're gonna see. Let me take the lid off right off the front. You take the lid off. Look, this is my second hand that isn't mine. And inside the lid, you're gonna see a container filled with water. You're gonna leave this pre-measured container full of water until you're ready to heat up your food. Your food, you say, well, right over here, you're gonna find a sealed, leak-proof container that you're gonna put your food in, which is really nice. Then you're gonna put your water down in here, turn the unit on, and take the lid off, put it in here, and literally in about 12 minutes, this will get hot enough for your food to be, well, burn your mouth hot, which is really nice. So you can bring your food, get it exactly what you want it to be. It's not light, they're gonna put a handle on it, but it's a really nice idea if you want a real hot meal. And it's from Steambox. Oh, and it's about $229. I hate business to business. I hate business to business, but I have to show you business to business when it might change your life. You have never heard of Maxton. I've never heard of Maxton. I don't think Maxton has ever heard of Maxton, but they might be the biggest game changer in the retail checkout, self-checkout space you've ever heard of. Why? Because they can take anything, barcoded or not. You literally come over here, I grab this, I put it here, and all of a sudden the self-checkout machine says, look, it's a naked green machine. I grab the teddy bear, I put it here, it says, look, it's a Mr. Drop Bear. It's literally using machine vision and AI. You just put a bunch of stuff in, and it literally just rang up everything, and it's ready to pay. This is wild. Plus, they're doing it without all the bells and whistles that you need. Most of the time, you have to a lot more work to do. If you don't have barcodes, they only take a few images to do it all. This could literally be somewhere soon. I'm gonna be watching for it. I saw this booth the other day, I didn't stop, and I really am glad I did. The booth I'm at is Biospectal, and the product is called optiBP. This is a blood pressure machine. No cough, no inflation, literally, that's it taking my blood pressure. So this is the BioDisc, and it literally just told me that my blood pressure is 115/75, which for me is awesome, by the way. So anyway, this is a standalone called the BioDisc, but they have it so that it syncs with the phone. This is pretty amazing. They're going through regulatory approval right now, and it'll only be between $200 and $300. But for those of us who take a test our blood pressure on a regular basis, this could be a real game changer. Dimenco Technologies has a technology called simulated reality, and this is the SR Pro display, which means nothing to you right now because you're seeing this in 2D, and this is an autostereoscopic display, which means 3D without the glasses. Now, 3D without the glasses normally has a lot of downfalls to it, but they've got lenses up here, which means it's doing head tracking so that one person's gonna get a perfect view. Now, it's autostereoscopic, which means it's lenticular. Lenticular is like when you see those lines, and you know what I'm talking about, it looks like corduroy, and then it can like look in 3D. But what they've done is they've tilted the lenticular so that it doesn't magnify the black lines on the monitor, which means that you don't see the lenses at all. You don't see the lines at all. What you see is a floating image. And not only does it float into the screen, it floated outside of the screen. This is some of the crispest 3D I've seen in a very long time. Now the monitor's $12,000, but I want one. So you know how your phone is always listening? You know what I'm talking about. You're like, man, I wish I could have, I don't know, a sheep, and then all of a sudden you get all these ads for sheep. Well, the reality of it is you know your phone is always listening. Well, if you want to charge your phone and make sure it's not listening, you get yourself what's called a Pozio. And what you do is you put your cell phone right in here, and it charges, and it blocks your phone from listening to you. It's not going to eavesdrop on you, but it's going to be charging your phone and it's not going to be listening to you at the same time. It's a consumer product. You can get it right now. How much does it cost?
$119.
$120, and it can be yours. And he's actually got other devices as well. He's got one for the Echo, or the Hero to not be named as well. And it's kind of neat because, again, you can charge your phone and you can prevent it from listening while you're not using it. This is what we all need. And it's from Pozio. That's Pozio. You gotta love Kid Tech. Kid Tech can be really good, it can be really bad, but this one's really good. I'm at the Explorer booth and I'm wearing the X5 Play. Now this is not just a watch, this is an actual phone. Matter of fact, at any moment it's gonna ring now. It's gonna be a call from an approved caller in England. This is an Android phone that is completely locked down. Proprietary, locked down, so it's gonna be safe for your kids. They only call who you want, they can only receive calls who you want. It's really, really cool. And oh look, the phone's ringing. Let me answer it. Hello? Okay, there you go. So anyway, it's an actual, that's it. It's like literally a walkie-talkie for kids to be able to call people and receive calls, but it's a completely locked down Android smartphone. It's got other gamified apps on it, but it's all a closed system made by them. It's a cell phone, and they have their own SIM cards. It's only $7 a month. I'm at the YBrush booth, and this was actually a successful Kickstarter. Matter of fact, it was a very successful Kickstarter. And what it is, it's how do you brush your teeth in record time? Well, this goes in your mouth this way for 10 seconds. There's a button. Then you take it out and you do it this way for 10 seconds, and you take it out and your teeth are brushed. So why should you do more than that? And it's really cool. You can get them right now. It's a very accessible product. It's $120, and it's called YBrush. And I've always wanted to see it in person, and I can, and you can too. All right, folks, this is the last booth of the night. I stopped at the Jabra booth, and now you're like, wait a second, I can't afford Jabra. You're right, but you want to. Actually, they're really high-end stuff, and you can't complain about that. So I'm gonna show 3 products real fast. The first is the Evolve 2. These are high-end headphones, really for use in a business environment type thing. But what I really was shocked by was this Pancast 20. This little webcam here, this is not a $50 webcam. This is a $300 webcam, but it's a 4K webcam, and the AI is built into the webcam. So you're not doing this stuff in the computer, it does it in here, and what it does is it follows you around, which is great. So a lot of this reframing stuff, this is an enterprise level device. Oh, I got one last thing in my last few seconds, and that is I wanna show you the Elite 7 Pro. Now these aren't just in-ear headphones. There's so many other technologies in here to keep things going, but the coolest thing I found out about it is instead of regular microphones, it also has bone conduction microphones that happens if you're in like a windy environment. So that's it, Showstoppers is over. I didn't get to go to PepCon, but you know what Showstoppers has? It has the Figgy Piggy, which is fig, brie, and bacon. Who cares about PepCon? All right, that's it for tonight. See you tomorrow. In all seriousness, while the floor at CES seemed very, very slow, Showstoppers was as good as any Showstoppers I've been to. Not always the same, characters, not always the same people that I've seen before, but this was a good event. The food was good, the layout was good, plenty of people, plenty of vendors, plenty of media. Good on your Showstoppers.